That's exactly what I want to see, right into the Phaze 2 sweet spot. Welcome back to KC Ball Reviews. I'm Connor, and today we have the Storm Phaze 2. I know this is a pretty old ball, but it's still in the line and it's proven to be one of the best. So we have an RG of 248 and a diff of 051. We got the TX16 cover and the Velocity core. So I'm gonna do the Take 10 with the Phaze 2. So this has been a staple in my bag since it came out in 2016. And I've gotten 2 or 3 new ones, so this is the newest one I own. So let's see. Little miss at the bottom, but it still got around the corner. So this ball, I feel like is a staple in almost everybody's bag that owns it, because just the general shape is a symmetrical solid, very smooth, very predictable. And it actually has beaten the IQ Tour out of the bag. I used to love my IQ Tour, but this is a little more mid-lane now, especially with the higher differential versus the IQ, which has the lower diff. I think the IQ is like 029. So let's do shot number 2. That's better. Whoa! Came ripping off the spot. So Corey did a couple of reviews before I did, so I need to bump in a little bit more. I made a 2-board move, but clearly wasn't enough. But I mean, it's showing it does rip off the spot for a symmetrical cover, or a symmetrical ball with a stronger cover. This is pretty impressive to get off the spot that well. So we're gonna make a 2-in-1. So currently, even though it's an older ball and it's still in the line, I see this fitting in between a Summit and an Exponent. Stay tuned, both of those will be on the channel here pretty quick. So let's make the 2-in-1 and do shot number 3. That was good. That's exactly what I want to see, especially on the house shot, something that's not going to overread the dry, similar to the way that Corey's Cuda read. Instead of it, you know, ripping off the spot like a pearl. So the Zen, as you saw in that review, got to the spot early and went sideways. This ball, even though it gets to the friction early, it doesn't want to come off it as hard. And that's one of the things that makes this ball so good. So we're gonna stay in the same spot and try and throw another good one. Shot 4. Oh, that's a little in. Yep. Little in, not a great shot, but it is what it is. So even though that one was in, you still saw it was actually floating through the oil, but still dug in. Most balls on this amount of oil in the mids would typically either hydroplane or just hit the pocket, but hit really, really flat. That one still had enough teeth to make the corner, even though it went heavy. So that's actually a good sign. So I'm gonna make another 2-in-1 for shot number 5. There we go. Right into the Phaze 2 sweet spot. So the one thing that I've actually seen with this ball, because I've had it for so long and had so many iterations of it, I've noticed that this ball is one of the easiest to move around the lane. I can stand left, I can, you know, swing the entire lane, but if I need to, I can also get firm, go a little more forward with the hand position and play straighter and still be able to kick the 10 out. And that's one of the hardest things to do in a bowling ball, because you've seen it in so many symmetrical solids where it's only one-dimensional. So, like, I hate ragging on it, but the Storm Drive, very one-dimensional for a, you know, a solid symmetric. And I think the Drive actually came out after the Phaze 2, and that was out of the market real quick. Shot number 6. It's a little spinny. Yeah. My hand's just not staying up the back of it as well as it was earlier. Once again, human error is a very, very, very real thing. So even though you see me splitting with the ball, it doesn't mean the ball is the culprit. That one was all me. So we're gonna stay in the same spot and try and throw it a little better and not grab it as much. So shot number 7. Better. Whew. Tripped the 4-pin. Has a little in, better ball roll, but even though it was in the oil, it still was able to dig in. So that's one of the biggest advantages to throwing a Phaze 2 versus something else on the market that's in the similar price point. And the thing that I see between this and the IQ Tour, it has the higher differential, or the higher RG but lower differential, so it's gonna make it wanna be more smooth. And I think because of the updated lane conditions, the IQ Tour is actually starting to become a little more skid flip versus this ball. And that's one of the reasons why this ball has beaten out the IQ Tour in college for me. So we're gonna make another 2-in-1 for shot 8. I'm not striking near as much as Corey is, but that's okay. There we go. That's what we like to see. It just get to the spot and not come off it as hard. Just kind of gives it a nice blendable motion, and this ball is proven. I mean, it's been in the line since 2016, and they haven't gotten rid of it since. Most balls typically have like a 12 to 18 month lifespan, and this has been in the line for, what, going on 7 years now? So it's proven, and it's gotten only Lord knows how many titles. So shot number 9, throw one more good one, and then get in front of the ball return. There it is. That was a really good shot. So now let's see really how versatile it is. Corey was able to get his first in front of the ball return strike a couple minutes ago with the CUDA. So we're gonna see if I can cement one with the Phaze 2. So this will be fun. I haven't done this in a while. Oh yeah, like butter. That ball is butter through the rack. But I mean, this ball has been in my bag since 2016, and I've gotten 3 different ones, so this is the 3rd iteration. But you guys can get your Phaze 2 today at stormbowling.com or at Jack 60 inside Andy's Pro Shop. Thank you guys.